friends, welcome back to my channel, Homeschool at Heart. My name is Leah, and today we're going to be talking about how we use technology in our homeschool. Today is a homeschool show and tell collab day. I am filming this video as a part of the homeschool show and tell collaboration hosted by Jessica from Waldock Way and Abby from Rooted and Rest. I've already watched their videos on this topic and they are wonderful, so make sure you go and check them out, as well as the other ladies who are adding to the playlist. This collaboration is to talk about how there's no one way to homeschool, and you'll get a lot of different opinions and tips from all the homeschool mamas adding to the playlist. It is an open collaboration, which also means that if you are a homeschool mom with a YouTube channel and you want to participate, you can totally do that. I will have the playlist linked in the description box below. And we're always welcome to have new moms join us for that collaboration. And it's open all month long, so the entire month of February, you are welcome to add to that. Okay, so when I saw this topic on our little list of what each month is going to be, I kind of was like, I don't really feel like we use technology that much in our homeschool, so I didn't know what I was going to talk about. But the more I thought about it, like the more that, like technology is just kind of slowly integrated its way into our homeschool. So we don't use it in a lot of big ways, but we do use it in several small ways. So let's talk about that. I honestly feel like I'm not a very tech savvy person. I don't love technology. I'm not like really opposed to it because it is really a part of the life that our society lives right now. So like my kids are gonna need to be able to use it. They're still relatively young right now though. So my oldest is 11 and in 5th grade. And my youngest is 7 and in the 2nd grade. So we don't really need it a lot right now, but there are some things that it does make a lot easier. So as I was like kind of thinking through, I was like, what do we use it for? But you guys, there's tons of ways that we use technology in our homeschool. So we homeschool with a public charter in Southern California. So they give us, the reason we're with the public charter, honestly, is that they give us a lot of money. So they pay for basically anything that we actually like really need to homeschool. So all of our curriculum, all of our technology, all of our extracurricular classes, things like that. So they have issued both of my older kids, my 4th grader and 5th grader, Chromebooks. So we have 2 computers that are issued specifically to those kids. We also have a MacBook Pro and an iPad. That's a lot. It did not all come to us in one year. I did have to like save up funds for the Chromebook and the iPad. And we bought those during the 2020 year when we didn't have any extracurriculars. So that's basically all of that money went towards that. So we do own quite a few, plus like, like we had our own personal computers before we started homeschooling that we still have. They are getting old though. So, but my youngest still uses my laptop that we had before she started school with this school, because it's a touch screen. It's a lot easier than her trying to use a mouse and all that stuff. So anyway, so we have those things. My kids don't really use them very much for school. We do have to do some standardized testing, so they use the Chromebooks for that. My oldest has a math program that she does in addition to our regular math curriculum, to help her to get better at math, since that is the subject she's the weakest in. So we do about 10 minutes a day on there, but that's really all that we use the computers for. They do have access to like Brain Pop and things like that, but we don't really use that much. Like I said, we're more of a pen and paper and, you know, physical books kind of family. And so they will probably utilize those more as they get a little bit older. But things that we do use daily are things like my phone. We use my phone for Spanish. We use TalkBox Mom for learning our Spanish. So there's an app on there that we use. We do use the MacBook Pro to play our multiplication music that we use during our morning time, as we're like working on our math facts, getting those faster. We also have Echo Dots in our house that we use for spelling and quick questions if we want to ask. I'm not going to say her name because she's right here and she'll start talking to me, but we do avail ourselves of that on occasion. We can play math games on there. We can ask her spelling or geography questions. There's literally all kinds of things you can do with those Echo Dots. We listen to audiobooks. My kids have video lessons with Mr. Pudawa from IEW. I could teach that class myself, but he is so funny and good. So I enjoy the fact that he teaches that. And actually it's really cool because it's the same lessons that my brother and sister took when we were all being homeschooled together. So I get a little sense of nostalgia when my kids put Mr. Pudawa on the TV. So, and then last but not least, our Harbor and Sprout that we love so much, our Harbor and Sprout science lessons use a lot of QR codes. So we do often utilize YouTube in our science program as we come to different things. We could do it without all of the reading is very complete in the lessons, but I feel like it adds something extra. And my kids always are like, is there a QR code? Is there a YouTube video to watch? So we do really enjoy all of that. I almost forgot to mention, we also have a Yoda player that we just got for Christmas, and it has become a daily usage kind of device in our house. It does not connect to the internet. I mean, I have an app on my phone that does connect to the internet, and so I can download things to the Yoda player, but my kids have no access to the internet with the Yoda player, and so they can play audiobooks, but also I can make my own cards for things like memory work. So we have I have made playlists for Charlotte's Awana verses. So she has a card for her Awana verses that I can change and update as she goes along through that. We have ones that I have made for memorizing songs for the play that we're in. I have another one that she'll be using for her musical theater class that we'll put her songs on for that. That way she can practice all of those things on her own, but not be on the Dropbox or the tablet that has internet access and things like that. So I do love when we can kind of like compromise with technology, where I feel like it is tech, but we are able to use it in a really safe way. If you want to get your own Yoda player, I will leave my link in the comments, in the description box below, and you can get 10% off of a Yoda player. It's not like an affiliation thing or anything like that. When you buy your own, they give you a 10% off link, But if you order through my link, that means that I get points towards getting free cards for Charlotte. As far as like extra things, we don't have any like video games and things like that in our house. My kids have like a couple of little things, like a coloring game on, like a color by number game on the tablet. And we have an Osmo. We have a bunch of Osmo stuff that we got, I think last year. I don't know. Anyway, we love Osmo. Osmo is a very like interactive type learning game that you can get to go on your tablet. It has like manipulatives and pieces. There's I think our favorite is Pizza Co, but there's also like a shapes one where they have to like logically make shape puzzles fit together. We have like a math wizard one. I don't know. Those are like extra things that are, my kids feel like they're really special when we let them do them. And I don't really feel bad about doing it because they're super educational and it's nice that it's a treat. So other than that, I'm a mean mom and make them do chores before they're allowed to watch television or anything like that. We try not to do too much at night, but in the afternoons, sometimes they'll get to pick one short show a day if their chores are all done and their room is clean. So meaning like a 22-minute short show. They always, can we watch 3 short shows? And then each one of them gets to pick one. And then we try to do like games with dad at nighttime and stuff like that. So every once in a while we'll watch a movie together, but usually we try to limit the amount of screens if we possibly can. So that's just how we do it in our homeschool. If it works differently in your homeschool, I would love to hear about it. I am not like judging people who use a lot of screens in their household. If that works for you guys, then that is awesome. I just know for my own kids, they start to have bad attitudes and get grumpy with each other and start fighting more when they have a lot of screen time. So we try to limit that for them as best as we can right now. Things may change and we may do something different in the future. And I'd love to know what you guys do. So if you guys do something different from us, I would love to know about it in the comments. Or even if you do the same things, that's always affirming. So I hope you guys are having a great day and I will see you in my next video. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching all the way to the end. I really do appreciate that. It really helps my channel when you do that. So thank you again. So I don't know that there's a ton of funny things that happened this week, but I think I've mentioned before that I am in the production Oliver at Lifehouse Theater here near where I live. And my husband and I are playing Mr. and Mrs. Bumble. So if you know the story of Oliver, then you'll know who those characters are. If you don't, Oliver is an orphan. The story was written by Charles Dickens. It's a classic. We are in a musical written by the theater owner here. So it's not the Broadway musical Oliver, but it is a really fun version of it. So as the story goes, at least the part that I'm in, Oliver is an orphan. His mom basically dies dropping him off at the orphanage in London, and we are the owners or the people who run the orphanage / workhouse. And Mr. and Mrs. Bumble are the meanest people on the face of the planet. Well, actually, it's not true. Actually, guys, every single adult, save maybe 3, in the story of Oliver are so mean. They're just, it's like the worst combination of characters in the whole entire world. Anyway, every adult hates children, apparently, in Oliver. So, anyway, we have the sweetest, cutest, tiniest little 10-year-old boy playing the part of Oliver. And we all love him. Anyway, so we're blocking the show, and I'm having to stand next to him and like literally yell in this kid's face. And he looks up at me and he's like, "Miss Leah, please don't be mean to me." And I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Anyway, if you are in Southern California, I would love it if you come in the month of March of this year, 2023, to see Oliver. You can send me a message. I'll leave my email in the description box, and I can let you know where to. I guess I'll leave the website in the description box where you guys can get tickets if you want to come and see it. But it's gonna be something else. Tim and I are like the nicest people in the whole world, but on stage we get to be, it's exciting though. I've never gotten to be a bad guy before. It's just going to be really hard being mean to children because I love kids so much. And the kids in the show are so cute. Anyway, so send up a prayer for me, please. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.